Hello guys, let's talking about Bitcoin and trading problem. Let's click on the graph of Bitcoin transaction to understand what happens on the current moment. So I'm looking on Binance and I'm looking on net cash USDT is minus with coefficient is 0.68. It means we have some overdraft money from exchange to private. This is some distribution. Okay, what is this distribution? Let's analyze this distribution. I'm looking on the statistics to see some histograms. So it means we have this histogram, and in this range we have distribution on price level. Okay, it means maybe we have distribution on this level and market could down again, but this is some main tendency what we define. Let's look in another instrument to understand it's true or not. I like to run these artificial intelligence models to understand some resistance and support level. It takes some time to analyze. Okay, it's very nice charts. Let's increase these charts, and you see we have some resistance level. Maybe Bitcoin could grow on several points, and we have high probability that price will be down again. Okay, let's look on the seasonality. Okay, it's very nice situation when from Tuesday to Sunday is market is down in general. We have some seasonality, so we should pay attention on this situation. So statistical is very important for us because you should know about CRM, central tendency. This is the main ideas of statistical. It means we have some distribution on the market. This is some level when exists some rules on the market, but sometimes we have divided price or divided situation on the market, and when we look on this divided, it means we see some outliers, and these outliers, this abnormal situation is very important for us to make money, make a profit, and analyze the market like this. When we have some tendency, but we have some divided of this tendency, it means some resistance level, and we should find a situation to open short position. Okay, so let's look on day trading to understand more deeply what happens with Bitcoin. Okay, it takes some time. Okay, let's open. Okay, so we also have some tendency, and market could grow on several points, but I'm going to open short from resistance again. So let's analyze open interest on the market. For this, I'm trying to understand behavior on the another coin. For example, you could open interest and sort this value percent change of open interest. It's a very interesting situation. When I have this time GMT plus 3 because I live in Ukraine, and you see we have change percent of open interest less than 10%. It means we haven't any interest from large investor to buy another coin. Okay, and it means market has some risk, and we need to understand what is the risk on the current situation. Maybe sometimes something exists on the market, and we need to analyze news, what exists on the market. I'm developing some model to understand market opinion. We have three point is stream Twitter, AI Twitter, and Google. Let's look on the stream Twitter, and let's look on this one. Okay, and we need to understand this all as market, what market exists. Okay, for example, about USDT, and you could click on this bubble to read this tweet to understand what is it, to find some ideas. This is some clusters, and sometimes we have as the main topic, the main ideas. This is the same approach about a Twitter. I described about this approach several video ago when I create some feature for neural network, when I input 5,000 Twitter to neural network to make some summarization. Okay, let's look in on the situation. I need market. Okay, a Twitter, and last 100 tweets using artificial intelligence. What is the ideas of this market? Okay, it takes some time. Okay, and you see we have some winners, breaking, mine, reward. Also, I saw about distribution something. Okay, let's look on this cluster breaking, and we could analyze this news to understand what is an ideas on the market. This text generated by artificial intelligence. Okay, this is some distribution, and it means we could create some ideas on the market to understand opinion. Okay, fear and breaking. Okay, fear about if I click on the bubble fear. Okay, this is market opinion. Next, if I know that market will would down, I need to create some ideas how to trade it. I could trade using this approach, for example, to define some resistance and support and to open position. Or for example, I show you it when I did some coding. For example, let's take about 1 hour to analyze sequences of bar for 1 hour, and you need to predict for next what happens on the next bar. It's very good tools, and you should to understand this table. This is a very good table with statisticals, and it means if we have a red bar, and in some times like this time 8 hours, it means in the next hours market would be grow. It's very good additional statistical like entry point to make trading to increase your probability. Okay, but we have only statistical, and we need do some backtesting. Let's do it. -1 and 8 hours. Let's do it, for example. It means red bar and signal for 8 hours. Okay, and if I see that is positive value, it means I should create a long position. Let's do back test. It takes some time. Okay, so it was very easy. Okay, and you see it means we have some positive cumulative returns. It means the strategy is working. So it means it could be like your entry points to improve your trading. Improve your trading to improve your probability. Okay. And you could analyze this statistical by time. And you should looking on, for example, 22 hours. It's very also interesting situation. It's very nice opportunity. Okay, let's look in. But you should to know this GMT 0 at Greenwich time, like default time when you download data from Binance. Okay, let's look in on 22. It means I would like also to trade this position in this time, and I would hold positions this only 1 hours. Okay, I did backtest. Okay, in general we have positive cumulative returns, but we have some drawdown, and you should know about this one. But we could test all this situation to find the best approach to trade. Okay, for example, if you have 1, it means -1, it means red bar. 1, it means the previous bar was green. 0, it means if you have some random bars, like previous was green, current red. It means we haven't any sequences. And what else? Let's analyze. It's very interesting situation for 19 bars. It's very interesting. I should to test it. Okay. I would like to test 0 for 19. And I need short position because in general the market is down and we should test it for short position. Okay, let's look at the situation. Yes, it's working. So it would be a very good point to trade it. This is the last trade, and we also, for example, click on the real time. It means what is the trade for the last time, and you could analyze it. This is statistical, and this statistical could improve your trading. Why it's working? Because it's theorem of central tendency. Using this theorem, create a multiply approach for machine learning, or for example, like a RIMA model. Okay, and let's look also on the another approach what we have, what I like. For example, I like statistical trading, like mean reversing. Maybe it's also a good point to understand for you how it's working, central tendency. Okay, in some central tendency, and you should understand this is outliers, and we should to find some best parameters. Okay, in general it's working, and you see when we have some outliers like this, it means a bar is quickly down, but in next several bars in general Bitcoin try to grow again, and vice versa. And you should understand it's more deeply, for example, using 1 hour, 2 hours. Let's look on the 6 hours position. Okay, and we could understand this is central tendency, but for 6 hour the situation vice versa, but we should use it. It means when market is down and the market has tendency again down, so this tendency is prolongate on the next period. Also, using this approach, we could use also like deep learning. Let's analyze and create a deep learning model to understand. We take last 50 bars to analyze using artificial intelligence to analyze this situation. Okay, sometimes an idea is not working. It's okay for us because markets all times it change, and we should to find some like clusters what exists on the current moment to make profit. Okay, it's working. In general, it's working, and you also could use these tools to understand the market. Also, I'm trying to use some short list or a long list. And for example, if I'm looking some unusual situation like William change percent, it's very interesting. GMT, for example, it's some unusual situation. Let's look on this one and analyze GMT, USDT. Okay, and we're looking that this coin is growing from this point from 9 March. Let's analyze what is it, and you could trade this situation. And we also could analyze this one using statistical trading or deep learning, depends of situation what you would like to get. Okay, so guys, if you like this video, subscribe on my YouTube channel, and see you next time.